Hello, everybody. Trying to get back into the swing of things. Just this new medication regime is just messing with me left, right, and center. I apologize about the lack of videos and streams in the last week or so. Hopefully, that will be resolved here shortly. Doctor's appointment tomorrow. Anyways, hopping right into the meat of the video for today. The operational information as of 8 a.m. June 15th regarding the Russian invasion. The report, as always, starts with Glory to Ukraine. The 1,208th day of the large-scale armed aggression of the Russian Federation against Ukraine has begun. In total, there were 203 combat clashes over the past 24 hours. The enemy launched one missile strike using one missile and 58 airstrikes using 78 guided bombs. In addition, Russia carried out 5,367 artillery strikes, 82 of those being from multiple launch rocket systems. They also used 3,145 kamikaze drones to cause destruction. Airstrikes were carried out near or in the settlements of Medivka in Chernihiv, Velika Pustarsarka in Sumy, Shevchenko in Donetsk, Olhivsky, Poltavka, Guliopol, Kamiansky, Lezyany in Zaporizhia. Over the past 24 hours, aviation, missile troops, and artillery units of the Defense Forces of Ukraine hit 7 areas of concentration of enemy personnel, weapons, and equipment, 3 command posts, 2 artillery pieces, and another important object of the Russian invaders. Moving into the individual directions and the deep state map. Zooming into Kharkiv. Whew. It's a hot one today, yeah. In the Kharkiv direction, the enemy carried out 3 offensive actions in the directions of Lipsy. Lipsy is here. Krasny Pirsha. Oh, I keep confusing Kozachi Lupan and Krasny Pirsha because Krasny Pirsha is all the way over towards Oskil River. Right in front of my face, and I couldn't see it. Krasny Pirshy. Moving to the south to Kupiansk area, where 5 attacks by the occupiers took place yesterday. The Defense Forces repelled enemy assault actions in the areas of the settlements of Kindrushivka, Petropavlivka, Golubivka, and Novoplatonivka. That is a new one for me. Let's see if we can locate that settlement. Right here, Novoplatonivka. Zooming out and heading down to Liman, where the enemy tried to attack 21 times, trying to advance in the areas of Rydkobub, Karpivka, Yampolivka. Let me zoom out a little bit here. Zeleny Dolna, Serebryansk Forest area, Glushkinkova, I know that settlement. I just don't know where I know it. Oh, I hate when my brain does this on me. Glushkinkova. Olhivka. Novimir. Zooming in to Torsky. Shangri-Glovo. I believe that's back up here. Over here. Shangri-Glovko. And that is all for the Lehman direction. Heading down to Servisk, where our defenders repelled 5 assault actions by the occupation forces in the areas of Girogorivka and Verkhnyo-Kamiansky. Heading over to Kramatorsk in the Chasiv Yar area. 8 clashes by the enemy were recorded in the directions of, zoom in here, Stupochki, and I just lost track of where I was, Pretechny, and zooming way in for Bilagora. Heading further south of Chasiv Yar to Toretsk. The enemy carried out 21 attacks in the areas of Divlivka, the Toretsk city, Sechirbanivka, and where did Romanivka go? There's 2 Romanivkas and neither one is popping up on the map. There's a Romanivka up here. And there's another one in this area. I'm just not finding it on the map. Maybe it is assuming in this area here. Moving over from Toretsk over to, again, and still the hottest direction of the front line, Pokrovsk. Our defenders stopped 58 assault actions of the aggressor in the areas of Malanivka, Mirolubivka, Promin, Lisivka, jumping way over, Novosurhivka, Udachny, Borokovo, where was I? Borokovo, jumping back over to Mirny, Novoukrayinka, Mravka. Oh, shoot, I don't know this one either. Mravka, there we go. And in the direction of Oleksivka. Heading over from across direction to the Novopavlivka direction, our defenders stopped 34 attempts to break through the defensive lines of our troops near Rozlive, Bagatar, Novosilka, and in the directions of Novomikhailivka, again, one I do not know where it is at. Zaporizhia is here. Maybe if I zoom in. And I'm not seeing Novo Nikolaivka offhand. Veliko Nikolaivka. Maybe it's one of those towns that's just not on the map. Anyways, moving on from Zaporizhia to Dashny, Shevchenko, Volynipol, and onward to Huliapol, where no clashes were recorded yesterday. So jumping further to the west to Orakiv. The enemy made a single unsuccessful attempt to break through our defenses in the direction of Novoandrivka. Moving over to Prinipovsky and Kherson direction. The defense forces stopped 2 attempts by the aggressor to advance. It does not give us the locations, but Oleshki and Kozachi Lahir are some of the main areas of those assaults in that area. Going to the north to Kursk and Sumy area. Units of the Defense Forces of Ukraine repelled 39 attacks by Russian invaders yesterday. In addition, the enemy carried out 5 airstrikes using 10 guided bombs, as well as 264 artillery strikes on the positions of our troops and settlements. 4 of those artillery strikes were from MLRSs. No signs of the formation of enemy offensive groups have been detected in the Volyn or Belizia directions. Our soldiers continue to inflict significant losses in manpower and equipment on the occupation forces and are actively undermining the enemy's offensive potential in the rear. Goes into the losses for today. We'll cover that with the graphic. Let me jump back over to the air alert map, and currently the only air alert is in Donetsk and has been ongoing for 6 hours, 47 minutes. Russian losses for June 15th, the Ides of June, 1,208th day of the full-scale invasion. Today, Russia lost an additional 1,170 personnel, bringing the total to 1,003,860 personnel. No tanks yesterday, but 6 armored personnel vehicles, 33 more artillery systems, an MLRS, an anti-aircraft warfare system, an additional 123 UAVs, 89 vehicles, and 1 special equipment. That is the Russian losses for today. Thank you all for coming to the video. Again, I hope you enjoyed. And have a better understanding of what is happening every single day in Ukraine. More important now than ever with all the news reporting about Iran and Israel and the relatively small number of strikes happening there. Compared to what's going on in Ukraine and has been for the last 1,208 days. On that note, thank you for coming. Thanks for watching. Please remember to hit the like, subscribe if you're not. And most importantly, keep supporting Ukraine. Have a good one and stay safe, everybody.